Hello, John Belcher, Law Offices of John Belcher. This is Rock and Roll and the Law, Volume 4, the story of Castle Bank of Nassau and Credence Clearwater Revival. Credence Clearwater Revival had a terrible contract with Fantasy Records, owned by Saul Zentz, and they were constantly complaining about their cuts and their royalties. Saul, who kept his money in a Bahamas bank called Castle Bank of Nassau, told the band members that in lieu of getting a higher cut, there was a tax situation where they can put their royalties into this bank in the Bahamas, and ultimately they'll wind up getting more money, which would be the equivalent of having a greater cut. So they agreed to do this. The problem was when they would attempt to convert the accounts or the money into an individual account in their own names, they would be stonewalled. Eventually, one of the band members flew to the Bahamas and actually found that where the bank had been was empty. And ultimately, the Bahamas bank moved to Panama and then dissolved. So all of the money was lost. Have you ever heard the saying that if something is too good to be true, it probably isn't real? That certainly applied here. So John Fogerty filed suit, and the three other band members filed suit against the people that had talked them into putting their money in this bank. After a 2-week jury trial in San Francisco, the verdict came in favor of the band members, $4.1 million for John Fogerty and $1 million plus for each of his bandmates. The two main defendants were an attorney by the name of Edward Arnold out of Chicago and Barry Engel out of Oakland. The case illustrates a sad fact in rock, that a lot of these artists are not sophisticated and get involved in schemes which diverts their money. In fact, when Credence first started, the only one old enough to sign contracts was Tom Fogerty, who really was not suited to be much of a manager. This case was one of a plethora of cases that Credence has been involved in, probably the most litigious band in history, including going all the way to the Supreme Court in Fantasy versus Fogerty. John Belcher, Law Offices of John Belcher.